It is time for EKC's inspiration, and I want you guys to go with me tonight to to Matthew chapter 13. Matthew chapter 13. Matthew chapter 13. I'm going to get right into this. I'm not going to delay this any longer. Matthew chapter 13 and the 53rd verse. Matthew 13 and 53. Matthew chapter 13, verse 53. And I'll be reading again from the message version. I want to do this. When you have it, please indicate by shouting amen. Because I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can tonight. Matthew 13 and 53. Then we're going to go to Matthew 14 and 1. Then I'm going to bring you to my subject tonight. And it reads as thus. Matthew 13, starting at the 53rd verse, says, when Jesus finished telling these stories, he left there, returned to his hometown, gave a lecture in the meeting house. He stole the show, impressing everyone. We had no idea he was this good, they said. How did he get so wise, get such ability? But in the next breath, they were cutting him down. We've known him since he was a kid. He's the carpenter's son. We know his mother Mary. We know his brothers James and Joseph, Simon and Judas. All his sisters live here. Who does he think he is? They got all bent out of shape. Verse 58. But Jesus said, a prophet is taken for granted in his hometown and his family. Y'all, let me read that again. But Jesus said a prophet is taken for granted in his hometown and his family. He didn't do many miracles there because of their hostile indifference. Now go to Matthew 14, and I'm going to read first 12 verses. Matthew 14, starting at the first verse. Matthew 14, starting at the first verse. And it reads as thus. At about this time, Herod, the regional ruler, heard what was being said about Jesus. He said to his servants, this has to be John the Baptizer, come back from the dead. That's why he's able to work miracles. Herod had arrested John, put him in chains, and sent him to prison to Herodias, his brother Philip's wife. John had provoked Herod by naming his relationship with Herodias adultery. Herod wanted to kill him, But he was afraid because so many people revered John as a prophet of God. But at his birthday celebration, he got his chance. Herodias' daughter provided the entertainment, dancing for the guests, and she swept Herod away in his drunken enthusiasm. He promised her on oath anything she wanted. Already coached by a mother, she was ready. Give me, served up on a platter, the head of John the Baptizer. I'm not going to be long. That sobered the king up fast. Unwilling to lose face with his guests, he did it and ordered John's head cut off and presented to the girl on a platter. She in turn gave it to her mother. Later, John's disciples got the body and gave it a reverent burial and reported to Jesus. So far, the scriptures. Father, word my mouth, guide my mind that they see you more clearly, follow you more nearly, hear you more dearly, to love you more clearly. Now let the words of my mouth and the meditation that is upon my heart, let it be acceptable in your sight, thy strength, thy Redeemer. And every glad heart said, Amen. Do me a favor and look at somebody and just give them our subject tonight. Say, neighbor, a prophet without honor. Let me say it once again. A prophet without honor. I said a prophet without honor. I was going to do this at 6:30, but I was led to start this at 6. Why are you talking about this prophet? It's amazing how we do not recognize what God is doing in those close to us. Let me say it again so you feel me. It's amazing how we don't notice the very thing God is doing in those closest to us. I'm going to be just a few moments if you let me. The people of Nazareth just could not get past the Jesus they knew. Ready? They could not get past the Jesus they knew. Isn't it amazing that when people know you from your past, it's like they can't accept that you've grown? Oh, I don't hear nobody talking to me. I said people know you from your past and forget that over time you're growing, you're maturing. There's a reason why I said this. Now, the way they knew Jesus was the son, the brother, the carpenter, as a result, they did not believe he was more than that. Prophet, why are you talking about this tonight? Let me get to my points. Now, let me ask us this question. Are we stuck in seeing Jesus the same way all the time? See, when you grow up in church, getting to know Jesus one way, or God one way, then it's difficult to get past that to accept other aspects. How do I know? Because I had this mentality for years. If y'all don't do anything, please let me tell some truth tonight. And as a result, I did not believe God would do things for me. I just couldn't understand why people said God did these things. I never saw it. Had problems believing he could or even hit that he would. Let. And again, we read Matthew 14 as well. And I just want to give you a little something on that. In the text, we find so many things in Matthew 14 that I really don't have the time to explain. Ready? You could title this portion Another Prophet Without Honor, John the Baptist. Now, y'all forgive me. This part I'm going to have y'all thinking just a little bit. If y'all didn't plan on thinking at 6 p.m. tonight, I'm sorry, but I gotta get y'all to this little point I'm trying to get to. We've read the text. We could read it again. So for those that just joined us, starting at the first verse, it reads, "At about this time, Herod, the regional ruler, heard what was being said about Jesus. He said to his servants, 'This has to be John the Baptizer, come back from the dead.'" That's why he's able to work miracles. Herod had arrested John, put him in chains, sent him to prison to placate. Herodias, his brother Philip's wife, John had provoked Herod by naming their relationship with Herodias adultery. Herod wanted to kill him, but he was afraid because so many people revered John as a prophet of God. But at his birthday celebration, he got his chance. Herodias' daughter provided the entertainment, dancing for the guests. She swept Herod away in his drunken enthusiasm. We should have used a different word. He promised her on oath anything she wanted. Already coached by her mother, she was ready. "Give me served up on a platter the head of John the Baptizer." That sobered the king up fast. Unwillingly to lose face with his guests, he did it and ordered John's head cut off and presented to this girl on a platter. She in turn gave it to her mother. Later, John's disciples got the body and gave it a reverent burial and reported to Jesus. Now, I want y'all to think for just a few moments here. Would this happen if God gave us everything we asked for? Now let me be clear. When I say everything we ask for, I'm talking good and bad things that causes destruction, not just to myself, but to my neighbor.